everyone, I'm Charmaine and a warm welcome to the Workplace Safety and Health Council podcast, Let's Talk. Well, in this episode, I will be chatting with our industry leaders and experts, and we're going to dive into how companies can continue to keep workers safe amid evolving business needs, manpower pressures, and rising work complexities. We will also talk about how we can sustain Singapore's strong safety performance within 2026 and beyond. So we're very privileged to have three wonderful guests today. We have Mr. Ricky Loo here to my left, President for Container Depot and Logistics Association and CEO of CWT Integrated. Welcome.
Thank you.
Also have Mr. 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀𝘀, General Manager of the Workplace Safety and Health Council. Great to have you here. And between the two gentlemen, our beautiful lady, Miss Susan Teo, EXCO member of the Built Environment and Trade Employees Union, BATU, Environmental Health and Safety Manager at Shimizu Corporation. Welcome, everybody, to our podcast. Thanks so much for taking the time. Before we start and really deep diving, perhaps a bit of background for all of us here and for our viewers watching as well. We're moving along in 2026, but 2028 is a milestone year, isn't it, for the industry, because that's when it is where we're aiming for Singapore's workplace safety and health community to have certain goals and certain targets. So we are working towards sustaining workplace fatal injuries rates of less than 1 per 100,000 workers by 2028. Now, my understanding is that we did hit this target in 2023, but we don't want that to be just a flash in the pan. We want to keep reaching these targets and then sustaining it in the long term, isn't it?
Yep.
So in this episode, we will really touch on why companies should be investing in safety and exploring cost-effective ways they can do so and keeping workers safe and to sustain that Singapore record that we have, right? Our safety performance in 2026 and beyond. So with that said, Chris, perhaps you could paint that big picture for us, you know, where does Singapore stand? How are we doing when we stack up against the rest of the world?
Yeah, so when I tell friends that I'm involved in workplace safety and health, then usually their response will be like, wow, this is a very tough area, very challenging. There's been lots of incidents, lots of injuries and all that. But actually, when I share with them factually where we stand compared to other countries, many of them are quite shocked. Not because we're very bad, but actually because we are actually pretty good.
Pleasantly surprised.
Yeah. So they're pleasantly surprised because actually in the Asia Pacific, in terms of fatal injury rate, we are number one in terms of the country with the lowest fatal injury rate in the workplaces in the Asia Pacific. And there are actually just about maybe globally 4 countries that have consistently safer than us. The UK, Germany, Netherlands, and Sweden. Right? So it's not something that we want to boast about. It's still regrettable. One death is one too many tragic circumstances. But I wanted to sort of register this at this point as a way to really acknowledge sort of the hard work and contribution of the local WSH community, the bosses in companies, like Ricky here, the safety professionals like Susan, our WSH officers, and down to the level of the frontline workers. So they take a lot of extra effort and care in doing their work and making sure that vigilance is kept up. So I think it's really, down to them. That we have actually made this progress, that we are actually pretty world-class in workplace safety and health standards. They're the ones who make things happen. They're the ones who keep up our safety standards. They're like the players in a football game.
Right.
WSH Council, we are maybe just the cheerleader.
Right.
Or the assistant coach at most,
This whole thing is like an ecosystem.
Yeah, I was going to say, it seems like a lot of teamwork. I mean, there are, of course, there are frameworks in place and all of this to really...
Everyone really have to work together. Yeah, you can be up there, you want to be safe, then worker, you don't listen to you. You see, you can't...
No
so
point,
it's a
isn't
culture.
it? Yeah.
So a culture involves not just yourself, it's the whole ecosystem, the agency side, the enforcer, and all this. They have to come together really to work together. Then this thing then will really work.
Yeah.
Many a time people say that I can give you a device, it's safer.
Right.
I mean, you can leave it there.
Yeah.
If you don't use it,
what's the point?
What's the point?
It's
good, but it don't work.
It's
So
true.
I really like what Ricky said. Teamwork. It's really a team effort. Down from, top managers down, supervisors to the level of every worker. But other than tapping on the resources that we have available, it's really down to the effort, dedication, diligence,
of course,
of everyone in that team. So I just wanted to recognize
of
the
course,
efforts. They should. We hope everyone keeps it up, presses on, in the effort, and keep achieving and even doing better. In fact,
where possible,
in
terms
of how we've been doing. Yeah.
I mean, it sounds like a lot of cooperation and collaboration across various agencies and also across the sectors, right? To be all aligned with that one goal. Let's put that spotlight on the construction sector. Turning to you, Susan, talking about how I understand there has been progress over the years. Where do you still see challenges on the ground today?
Some problematic area in construction industry could be labor intensive, working involving in many high risk manual work, also due to multinational workforce, whereby we have faced communication challenges as well as cultural differences among the workers. We also face we are handling multiple contractors and subcontractors, complicating those coordination as well as consistent WSH standards. And also could be due to tight project schedule, where they can be pressures to take shortcut as well as to work while they are fatigued, long working hours.
It is a lot of pressure. It is a lot of sectors. Correct, Chris.
Yeah, so I don't envy, Susan's role. There's so many things.
It is a high pressure sector.
There are tension, there could be distractions, and having to balance all this and yet put emphasis and priority on safety. That's why I think really kudos to the community out there that we have come so far in our journey. It's really credit to them.
However, construction industry is still one of the top contributor to workplace fatalities and major injuries. But workplace safety in the construction industry have improved significantly over the years. So the combined fatality and major injuries for the construction industry in 2024 was the lowest in more than 5 years. Excluding 2020 when most of the work were disrupted by COVID. This reflects that the WSH standards in the industry have clearly improved thanks to our fellow WSHO who play a key role in making this improvement possible.
That's amazing. And again, across the different sectors, I know it's not easy when there are timelines to meet. One other sector that also perhaps faces this challenge, looking at you now, Ricky, is the transportation and storage sector, right? It comes with its own risks, vehicles, traffic, you name it, right? So what are the key problem areas that companies should stay focused on?
You see, similarly for transport and storage, we are very brick and mortar. And to make that, we have to have a lot of equipment and a lot of vehicle risks are involved. But then again, the good thing is like construction industry for the past 5 years from 2024, we have the lowest fatality and major injury rate. So we did something right for the past. So I mean, many good effort also by the companies. They are adopting technology, a lot of cultural change, a lot of standardization, a lot of knowledge transfer is out there. And even right now, we have a lot of Queen Bee program where we the one that more organized one are taking care of the smaller contractor or workers.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I thought this is great. Because a lot of time, the smaller unit itself, they may not have the resources to do things. That's why when we started, we talk about the whole ecosystem. It's just not about yourself. Especially in transport and storage, it's a logistic. Like we walk hand in hand. You have a truck, you have a human, you have equipment running around, you have shipping container running around, and all this and that. So a lot of time is a lot of cultural requirement involved itself. It's not just about we give the rules and people need to do it. It's about how to work together and be having a safer industry, safer workplace. I think that's very important.
This knowledge sharing, right?
Yes,
that you guys have. Yeah, which is wonderful. Everybody, you lift each other up.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, sometimes the smaller one will only in this scope, you see. A lot of time they didn't see what is beyond that.
I see.
But some other in the ecosystem may seen something bigger, have seen something better in terms of the technology, equipment, all that can impact into the smaller unit. And when you work together, I think the whole ecosystem becomes very safe.
Yeah.
And the knowledge actually elevated because of
Correct.
that. I think that's very important.
Yeah, like being stronger together, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
really like that ecosystem concept.
Yeah, I'm really getting that feeling.
Yeah. It's not a sometimes when you think of primary school science ecosystem predator prey, it's actually not like that. It's actually very symbiotic.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Thinking about biology here, but the big companies, small companies, actually when they help each other, it all benefits.
Of course.
Right? It actually helps our local companies then compete better in maybe getting projects internationally. I think that's true. Logistics.
Because when the industry safer,
I
mean the whole environment becomes different. People feel different in the industry.
True.
So when you're more confident as a worker in the industry, you feel great. Then you went to the industry, then everybody talk about this industry is bad.
Right.
Then straight away the morale itself also will have a problem.
Yeah, I didn't think about that, but
When the morale get a hit, then they start not thinking, and then they start not participating. Then the issue will come in definitely. So it's how to build that culture. Of safe work environment. Everybody helping each other like a family. I think that's very important. Like you have a elder dad or father that's trying to look after the young kids itself. I mean, we watch for each other, look out for each other. I think that's very important.
Wow, I'm getting a real good sense of the spirit here when it comes to WSH, right? Now, we've spoken a lot about this. Susan, you talked about pressures, right? Sometimes business pressures are high. Safety does take time. I think we should acknowledge that, right? It takes time, it takes money. So perhaps, Susan, let's turn to you for a second. From an EHS and union perspective, what does good leadership look like? And how can this then influence the workers' safety behaviors?
Okay. From a corporate EHS manager perspective, safety should not be viewed as a cost. It's a core leadership responsibility. Leaders must be visible, engaged, and to demonstrate that safety matters. So practical ways that safety leaders can demonstrate commitment are conduct site inspection and audit on the ground, participate in joint inspection with the WSH personnel, the WSH committee, as well as the top management, support safety and health campaign, like also share as incident cases, lesson learned, and best practices. Hold regular feedback session with workers, two-way communication. Also to mentor junior WSH staff. These actions actually build trust and also foster a strong safety culture and reinforce that safety start from the top.
It's when they set good examples, I think people will follow, right? That's amazing. So for Ricky, right, we sometimes resources are constrained. There is that challenge, right? How can business leaders still then keep safety up there as a top priority?
Like, you see, a lot of time people think safety is expensive. But you think back, if you have an incident, is it expensive anymore? You create a lot more cost to rectify and things like that. So leadership is very important in our organization to set the safety standard for the organization. Because a lot of time you must pay a lot of attention as a leader to drive the behavior, to have a cultural change. And when you walk the talk, and when you speak to the staff talking about safety, talking about safety protocol and things like that, a lot of time the staff will realize and also feel that, hey, let's work together, be safe, man. Right? Same thing, that's very important. And also, safety is good business. Because you when the company is safe, the name will spread.
Yes.
So then this company is very safe and more risk, less risk and things like that. A very good risk assessment, very well done in terms of the workflow and job flow and work processes. I think these words will spread.
Yeah.
When the word spread means to say that people tend to look for you. I mean, in today's world, I believe with so scarcity of the resources in terms of manpower equipment, if you were to engage a company that is not so safe, I think you yourself will take a risk upon yourself because you are engaging somebody not so safe.
Sure.
Right? So end up you have to spend a lot of energy, spend a lot of effort trying to make sure the processes is safe.
Yeah.
So but when you hire someone or you got someone that you know that they are reputed for very good safety record and all that, straight away, I mean a lot of time given that a lot of company will be awarded to this company.
So it's almost, can I then say if you prioritize safety, it's also good for business, right?
Yes, definitely. Definitely. It's definitely that way. Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful. Chris, turning to you for a second, we do know incidents happen. You've mentioned that before. This impact will go far beyond the workplace. From a WSH Council standpoint, what can leaders do then to prevent more of such incidents from happening?
Yeah. I mean, Susan and Ricky has shared quite a lot from their perspectives as EHS manager and as at the leader and at the corporate leadership level. Maybe I can just add another perspective that leaders should think about, which is sort of the human dimension. You know, I read all the incident reports of fatal accidents that come through. You know, and sometimes it's really tragic. It's terrible. Not just for the victim, but in terms of a wider impact, many of them are the breadwinners of their families. So there's that wider sort of human impact as well.
Sure.
You know, to the family, it could be all their hopes, their dreams, you know, their aspirations. You know, it just shattered, right? So. You know, for bosses, I know there are so many things to prioritize,
the
KPIs, and so on. But when something big happens, you know, not just to their employee but to the employee's family, then when they think about that human cost, I think chances are, you know, people will regret. Oh, why didn't I? You know,
you will not be able to sleep. I'm telling you, as a leader.
I'm sure. I'm
sure. You know, first thing first is that we are in a tough industry. Right? You know there's risk. And next thing you know that the risks are not partake properly down the line. So I think you can't sleep. So I thought that is very important. The leader itself have to make sure walk the talk and you breathe safety, eat safety, everything.
It's a non-negotiable, you know.
It's a non-negotiable, and there should be some, you know, sort of as corporate leaders, some obligation or responsibility to sort of look after their team.
Yes.
So don't put themselves, you know, in a situation where you have to live with that.
You regret.
You know? Don't live with that regret. So what in terms of you know, what they can do, what the programs available, do take advantage of them and you know, have a dialogue with your teams to understand the safety situation of the
Call myself lucky. I'm also a union leader. So from a union leader perspective, of course, I'm in the ESCO. What my ES would like to see, how nice if all the unionized company, they have a WSH rep to be a union leader, whereby we can be involved and help to connect the management with the workers. So as a union leader perspective, like in the Batu Union, we actually get all our union leaders to attend two courses that is very helpful to being a union leader. That is the WSH committee members' costs as well as risk management costs. So we enable our union leader to have this knowledge to how to identify hazard. And how to do control measures on the ground, and to represent them in the WSH committee meeting to ensure that all the workers' workplace safety, health, and well-being are being taken care. So what is the difference between, you can see as a corporate EHS manager as well as a union leader? So we take care of a slightly different thing, but for me, I'm everything. Okay. So a safety leader, they actually demonstrate commitment to visibility, engagement, and mentorship. But a union leader is somehow different in the sense that we actually work with workers to hear them, their interests, and also to safeguard them. Okay. Through active participation in the active WSH committee.
So there's training involved, there's knowledge. Once everybody has the knowledge, they can then share and educate their teams. Yeah, I think that's a very big part, isn't it?
Peer pressure, right? More safer than you.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Have you seen that? I think this is very friendly competition. I like that. I'm safer than you.
You have to create a culture. Seriously, yeah. Then especially with union come in, they are always brother and sister. It's very like family like.
Yeah.
It tends to be into it more touch than the a worker and manager and staff kind of relationship. So sometimes a lot of time they may able to tell you more things than to the management.
That's right.
Interesting.
So that's why my back at work or one of the, well, we are also unionized. I thought it's great. Not just but sometimes, I mean, put it this way, a lot of people don't want to talk to your boss.
I guess. I mean, that's
but
the reality.
Like her would be able to open up and tell us something that we may not know. Then it make the whole environment much better.
The communication, right?
That's why I keep saying it's an ecosystem. I mean, the union, the agency, the enforcer, the company, all have to work together.
So the union can be like the voice of the worker.
Of course.
Identifying, any individual. And I like, how the training actually allows everybody to be a sort of like a safety champion in their own right.
It's not, I like that perspective.
When they speak, it's not an instruction. When they talk, right? It's like a friend sharing. Sharing your sorrow, sharing your thing, it's a very different perspective. And you can have a lot of interview with your staff. A lot of time they may not just open up to you.
Sure.
Why I tell you, man. But to her it's very different. So when we work together, we have different channels. But for my end, as a corporate leader, we are very structured. I mean, we the rules. I mean, also we can't be everybody like family that don't follow the rules.
Understand.
Right? The rules are the backbone of the structure where the process control and things happens.
Absolutely.
Right? But at the same time, the feedback channel in terms of humanity, in terms of the personal thing also come in a lot. That how you restructure your processes, restructure the rules and regulation on the ground to make things more human. I think that's one thing.
That's an important role you got there.
So they like brothers and sisters.
Correct.
Like working in a families where all are being taken care of.
A lot of time is practicable, the things. You must be able to do it. Like I say, you give her a very good equipment. But you must know how to use it. You can have the best equipment. You don't use it or you don't exactly know how this thing is going to help you. Then it don't work. Right? So a lot of time is like everyone seriously we have to work together as a big team.
I just want to touch on what Susan said
Go ahead.
WSH committee is how it involves many people. I like that concept because then it's also touches on what Ricky said about culture. The WSH culture permeates the entire organization, and they shouldn't have the mindset that safety is the safety of only the safety officer's responsibility. It should be everybody's.
It's everybody's problem, actually.
Everybody's responsibility. Everybody's problem. Everyone should be,
involved,
like a safety leader in their own
responsible
right.
I feel, right? Everybody should take on that onus.
Correct.
And be proud that they are conducting their work in a safe manner, right? So I think we all agree, and I'm sure companies on the ground also agree when they're watching this, that safety is important. But perhaps some companies may feel that they are constrained by certain factors. cost may be one, manpower may be one, timelines, KPIs may be the other. So they may not be able to invest heavily in new systems or new technology, right? So from your perspective, Ricky, can you share some maybe practical, cost-effective ways that companies can still strengthen safety with whatever limited resources they have?
I thought the most cost-effective way where WSH promote a lot is reporting safe life, right? So by reporting before things really happen, then you really save in terms of to cut down an incident and also find out something that you do not know. I thought that's very important. And you don't need any special equipment. By reporting, you can have a simple QR code to go on the Google spreadsheet, or you can have a phone number, a WhatsApp group itself just to report. So you actually stop at the back. Something is going to happen, you report before it really happens. So you actually
and you can intervene if where possible, right?
So you can spot any unsafe condition very quickly and report it, and before it really happened. I thought that's very important.
Before anything serious,
and
really.
this thing is just only available for the managers or even the supervisor. When you allow for a reporting culture in your organization, basically any worker, when you find something is not right, I think they can report. Because many a time, like when you are in the process or doing work, day in, day out, the same process, a lot of time you may not see the real issue because you thought that you are very experienced in always doing this process, nothing happens. But as a perspective from somebody may be different. They can see something that you have not seen because they are not in your role of like a machine or keep producing the same thing. They see something different. So when they start to report and to the safety committee, then we notice this, we can incorporate this into the procedure or the protocol itself. And actually you shape out the procedure and protocol, work processes become more fruitful to make sure everything are okay.
Have you noticed that more and more people are coming forward to report?
Yes, definitely.
And it's been very helpful to, again, the entire safety ecosystem.
Yes, it's very important. But a lot of times you can write a lot of doctrine.
I guess.
You get a lot of files.
I guess.
Right, who reads them? Right, but the worker...
down to the practice, right?
It's down to the practice. So the worker down there is sometimes may not be 100% understand the work processes. Because my boss say you follow step 1, step 2, step 3, then you hit. Then this is what you do. So it's a lot of time that when you're able to report what before the incident happened or something risky, then the third party perspective that really help to shape the whole procedure and workflow itself.
It's that culture that you create, right? Which is to say, let's help each other, help everyone.
Correct.
Because
it's important to have this reporting culture. You see, if you don't have that culture or you don't have that inside your organization, a lot of times it's very difficult. So if I want to report something, is that people will think that, am I backstepping you, backstepping my supervisor?
Right. But again, it's down to culture, isn't it? You must have that trust, which is you're doing this to help everybody, right?
You change this to become very positive. I'm actually telling you and helping you to improve, to be safer. And this whole thing becomes different altogether. I thought this is the easiest and the low-cost way of preventing incidents.
And to encourage.
And also shaping up the work processes to be safer. I think that's very important.
Let's turn to you a little bit, Chris, because building on that, right? So all these simple practices, as you said, right? The cost-effective ones, it helps us identify these risks early before they become quite major. So it might prevent incidences from happening or escalating. How can simple practices? Have you got more simple practices that you can share?
We try to boil things down to simple terms when we talk about our reporting saves lives. Just 3 simple steps. We call it the 3 A's.
I see.
Aware, assess, and act. So be aware of
your surroundings.
What are the risks around you? And you can be even more aware if when you take the learnings from past reports, right? Then assess. Maybe you should pause work for a while and ask yourself, is it safe or risky to carry on? And then act. If there is some unsafe condition, act to remove it. So just 3 simple steps. We have a lot of in the council website, there are lots of guidelines and resources in terms of educating people what are the sort of risks you can be aware of.
Okay.
Right? What sort of actions you can take to remove or mitigate those risks. So it's that whole practice and that culture of reporting. Need not be very expensive. It's not like buying a big,
not at all.
It's not a big capital expense. But it may not need a lot of money, but it's something you said. What is needed is trust, actually, that people are saying things in the right spirit, not trying to avoid work.
It's not in bad faith.
It's not bad faith. You need to trust that people are doing things in the right spirit.
Yes.
They are concerned about themselves. They are concerned about their colleagues.
Peers, their colleagues. Yeah, for sure. Which is something I wanted to talk about with Susan as well, right? We want to get people to feel comfortable to speak up, right? So how can this be made easier for companies to make reporting easier, more meaningful for them?
In construction site, okay. So basically, we have the BCA signboard.
Right.
Outside, there is a MOM hotline. Instead, next to the MOM hotlines, we have the QR code snap at MOM, so they can actually, for public, they can feedback to MOM in this way. But for workers wise, it doesn't need to cost anything extra. We can blend into our toolbox meeting, daily toolbox meeting, so where we actually share with workers in the morning. They can make reporting easier. Like, for example, in our construction site, due to the multinational workers, we can make multi-language poster. Because most of the workers, sometimes they have problem expressing themselves using QR code typing. So we'll have a face-to-face session to talk to them. And we also have peer support. Like workers, every room, okay, they have a peer support attached to them, so they will feedback by to the peers,
right?
The one that is in charge room IC. So the room IC also help to monitor those peers workers that is working with them. So another way is that we normally try to build psychological safety also, because what happens is that workers they feel actually sometimes they feel stressed that they will be penalized for reporting and all this. But we rest assured it's all transparent. So that's union leader, how we come in to leverage all these different communication channel of feedback. And in construction side, every April is our safety campaign. So we launch the reporting safe life to make awareness to the workers.
It sounds like it's been structured in such a way that it makes it easy. There are many different touch points and different ways. You can scan a code, you can speak to a person, you can do this in different languages. So the barrier to entry in terms of reporting is very low. Right? Everybody, it's very easy to do, in fact. Yeah, that seems to be the impression that I'm getting here, right? So it's been a wonderful conversation so far. But before I let three of you go, just your final thoughts, Ricky, on key messages, some takeaways for our corporate leaders that are watching.
I think I'll also, since I'm also in the council, I think I want to promote this. I think I strongly advocate reporting safe life. I think that is very key, and this is the most easy to entry in terms of the processes in place to make sure things are better and shape up to a better work processes. I think that is very important.
It may be an April campaign, but it's an all year round, 365 days type of situation, isn't it? Amazing. Chris, while we have you here, right? So from the WSH Council perspective, one message, if you want to drive home to organizations, what would that be?
I think hopefully people should think of safety not as a set of rules to be enforced, but really a culture to be embraced.
Amazing. And Susan, from the WSH professionals and the workers that are tuning in, right? What would you like to remind them as they go about their daily work?
Okay. Reporting safe life is more than a slogan. Okay, it's actually a call for action. For every workers supervisors and managers play a key role for creating a safer workplace. So, and everyone's actively participate and report hazard, lives are protected.
Amazing. Well, thank you. Thank you, everyone, for the time today.
Thank you.
Ricky, Susan, Chris. I mean, it's been truly insightful. I've really gotten a good just sort of taste of the culture of collaborative spirit, family, culture, trust that is involved, and how much it takes. It's a lot of work, really. But if everybody is on board and everybody takes on their role seriously, right? Everyone has to play a part to make our workplaces safe. Isn't it? So thank you so much to our viewers and to our listeners as well for tuning in. This has been Let's Talk, and until next time, stay safe and stay healthy. See you next time.